Weeks until it would have been totally morally okay. Saying you can never forgive it or forget it? No. You need to get a grip. You need to log off. Just cried about Jar for like 20 minutes and it absolutely sucked. I really don't like these art commentary people, man. I really don't like them. Okay, Jar did coke. All right, man, big whoop. Okay. Feel free to post the evidence, but right now it's you sitting here framing it as though he did the same thing as Cinny. And then you say, oh no, actually, he just asked in a Discord for someone to draw something. And that 17-year-old did it.
I mean, the story just gets less and less egregious as it goes on.
Okay, so JustARobot has been accused of sexual misconduct. Okay, here we have it. To anyone who knows about JustARobot, I can finally share my experience with him now that he is in the deeper depths. Now that this guy is completely castrated and can't do anything anymore, he's got no fans and no public relevance and no supporters. Now that he can't f anyone anymore, let me come out with my story. Let me come out with my story. Very brave. Very brave. Very brave. Thank you, Chocolate. Very brave. Now that this guy's on the floor, now that everyone's already kicking the out of the piss, he actually me too. So brave. So brave. Thank you. I want to thank those that helped me share this. Jar, I will never forgive nor forget what you did to me that day. Whoa. Whoa. This sounds pretty fucking serious. Jesus. You'll never forget or forgive it? Jesus. What did you do? What did you do? Let's have a look. Trigger warning of non-consensual words. Uh-huh. This is in your document, is the trigger warning is non-consensual words and imagery. I didn't consent to those words. I didn't consent to those words. Ah, get me out, man. Seriously, actually get me out. I was scared to come out about this when Jar was well seen in the commentary community. What, 6 years ago? 7 years ago? Sorry, when did this happen? And if I were there to show my experience, like, how many years has this guy been known as a freak racist for? Hasn't this guy, like, been hated by everyone, basically? For ages? And if I were to show my experience, I would be terrified of being harassed, threatened, or any terrible way people who would defend Jar. But after hearing about JustARobot's downfall, I can finally speak out. Who is JustARobot? He's a commentator on YouTube, and is well known for political issues. He reviews movies or any TV shows. His robot character often represses him. I assume that means represent him. And he mainly uses his voice to express his opinions. More about JustARobot, and this is Wikipedia. It has been 4 to 5 years since I joined JustARobot's server. I must come clean about this, because I don't want to stay silent anymore. I feel the need to get this out of my system. I am 21 now, but I joined his server when I was 17. Oh, just a little 17-year-old baby. Just a little 17-year-old baby with no agency. Oh. Just a little baby 17-year-old with zero agency whatsoever. Can't even interact on Discord without being... Oh, poor little baby 17-year-old. Like, dude. I'm sorry, but it blows my mind. But I obviously already know what this allegation is, okay? The idea you haven't already seen a plethora of porn on the internet to the point at which seeing Jaden Animation's is like a life-changing event is absurd on the face of it. It's absurd on the face of it. To anyone. If you're not, like, drinking and having sex at 17, you're like a complete fucking shut-in loser. You should be able to see some boobs online. Well, I'm just saying, that's just a fact. This is, like, incontrovertible. Like, this doesn't mean it's okay for adults to prey on 17-year-olds in, like, manipulative ways. But when you're, like, 17, I have to actually see some coercion of some sort. Or, like, trying to meet up. You know, for me to really give a fuck. Like, it has to be going... Something has to be actually fucking happening. I truly... Like, if you're telling me you're 17, you know, the bad interaction with someone on Discord DMs, you need to be in assisted living for the rest of your life. You actually need to be in assisted living. I was a big fan of Jar. Every Tuesday, he would join his VC for his announcement or chat with his fans. Even he would play Smash Bros with other users. When I sent a friend request to Jar, he immediately accepted it. So what are we calling it? ESL or profound mental retardation? Because it's one of the two. Possibly both. Let's be serious. I was thrilled and felt like I was exceptional in the server. Until around October, I joined the VC and wanted to ask him for an art role, since I greatly enjoy drawing and modelling. He then makes a joke in a public voice call. drawing his OC, violating stuff to Jaden Animations. The people in the call started freaking out before he asked my age. I said I was 17. He then tried to backtrack and asked for a drawing of Jaden lifting her shirt in a sexy pose. This means he continued requesting me to draw this for him and to give me the art roll. Okay. You were asked to draw a slightly lewd image on the internet at 17. Could you have said no? How was he stopping you from saying no? Yeah, literally backtracked from doing an explicit thing to doing a non-explicit thing because he heard it was a kid. And even then, I feel bad even saying kid. They're fucking 17. That's a young adult. I'm sorry. How many weeks are you trying to cancel this guy for? How many days are you trying? When's your birthday? How many days are you trying to get this guy for? Like how weeks until it would have been totally morally okay. Oh my god. He then tried to backtrack. Asked for a drawing of Jaden lifting her shirt in a sexy pose. This means he continued requesting me to draw this for him and gave me the art roll. He sent a link to my DMs to a Google search. Jaden Animation P***RN. I thought this was okay and drew it for him the next day. Nobody questioned it or called him out after this happened. Not even the moderators. It was lingering in my mind that day. If asking a 17-year-old for these requests for just an art roll was okay. Is it okay? No, it's probably not okay. You shouldn't do this, obviously. Is this worth you making a fucking Google document about? Saying you can never forgive it or forget it? No. You need to get a grip. You need to log off. Obviously, people shouldn't ask their 17-year-old fans to draw lewd drawings for them. Yeah, no shit. This is 4 years ago. This guy's a turbo retard. And if you're being honest with yourself and everyone around you, this had no effect on you. And if it did, you need to be in like a padded room. I would continue to look at those previous DMs about what he sent me. Never deleted. Oh, wait. Sorry, we didn't. Oh, no, we got up to here. I thought this request was a joke. I did get that role after I sent the drawing to him. He kept me around as a friend for 4 years after this happened. I tried interacting with him, but he would barely talk to me because of how busy he was, and I respected that. I even wanted to speak to him, but he never got time to do so, but I still respected him. But I would continue to look at those previous DMs about what he sent me. Never deleted. I feel so incredibly guilty for not speaking this out in public. I was scared people who were still fans of Jar would do something terrible to me that I didn't want. I wanted to keep myself and my family safe. The only things I've spoken to were my friends and my love companion. My friends and love companion. My love companion. So ESL and retarded. That is the answer here. Okay. They even say he was wrong to do this to a minor. But it was 4 years ago. I didn't know if this was considered to be too late or didn't matter. It's both. It's both. It's too late. It didn't matter at the time anyway. You're a fucking loser and you need to seriously get some help. Because he still did this to me when I was a kid. But I am finally here to speak out about my experience with him. The things he shouldn't have done. I thought he would change and be a better person. But I had this terrible gut feeling that something wrong would happen. But I ignored it. I thought everything was going to be okay. I feel awful for not speaking out so soon when I had the chance, but I was too scared I would get attacked by many fans who would defend Jar. But now I can speak my mind because it's the right thing to do. And I can't sit and linger about this any longer. Jar doesn't think before he says or does something to take action. He never sees what's wrong with who he socializes with people. There are many things that Jar did that are terrible, and I've been killing myself on the inside for having this thought for so long. I hope everyone who's reading this can understand my worries and the mental state that I'm in right now as a lot of hell. This message will bring up what Jar has done, and I will never forget nor forgive the terrible things he has done to me. What are the things he knew about me? I was a minor. He knew my age. He continued the request for me to draw something lewd for him for an art role. He should have stopped himself and thought what he was requesting from an actual child was wrong. He wouldn't have contacted me in the first place and asked someone else who is a full-grown adult, but he didn't. What, you mean like you in like 3 weeks? Like 3 weeks after this message? Three weeks after this interaction? You mean like you? 3 weeks after this interaction? But he didn't. There are no excuses whatsoever for what he's done to me, and I will never forgive him. Jaden Animations porn images. This link takes me to the Google search of Rule 34 to a minor. Dude, do you know how many terabytes of Rule 34 I'd probably seen by age 17? Well, I was 17, you're moving on from Rule 34. 17's a bit old. 17, you're like, let's start. We're getting a bit old for looking at the cartoon characters I like getting fucked. You're like past that at that point, right? It's just fucking crazy. Hold there, buddy. I only like cartoons still. Okay. All right, man. So, and this is the drawing, right? This is the drawing. Man, like, yeah, you're really fucking traumatized from this on Jar. On Jar. Not Jar, Jah. True, this is horrendous. Like, what's why is it saying save it after November? Please don't tell me that's when they turn 18. If that's when they turn 18, isn't it in October? If that is actually 3 weeks until they turn 18, I'm gonna fucking... Oh, no, not November. Is that the joke? Okay, yeah, I'm with you. If you actually need something to discuss about your problems, we're here for you, and we'll always help you out in your troubles. Stay safe at work. Thanks so much. Omug, you made porn of Jaden for me. Yeah, I was 17 at the time. Wanted to get that robot art role. So this is the next year. Here we've got a recording of their DMs. I want to check this person's porn spam. They're in a group called Porn Spam, and they're saying that they're traumatized from having to draw Jaden animations in a bra at 17. 17 3/4. Okay. I group called So You Like Diddling Kids. Been speaking to the Leo Convoy. Yeah, this is like the biggest op shit in the world. Okay. So like you're traumatized by this, but you keep going back. Like you keep reinitiating conversations with him constantly. Like she's going back every few months to start conversations with him again. But you're traumatized by this. Can I show the Jaden animations bit where she clicks the link? Can I show that on stream, or does it show stuff that I can't show? So this is 2021, so she's 18 here, right? Okay, 1 minute. Let me just check this before I show it, okay? Is there really anything I can't show there? Oh, I suppose I can see some nipple. I can see a small amount of nipple. Okay, guys, I mean, you can do this search. You can test this search on your own if you really want to. But I'm telling you right now, there's like nothing that I would be sitting here, you know, crying about a 17-year-old seeing. There's like the lower half of an areola, and it looks like she's got cum on her tits in that one picture. But it's just like vaguely lewd. Jaden Animations drawings. And Jaden Animations avatar thing isn't exactly, you know. I know the chocolate girl. This girl is scum, to be honest. Like, this is absolute filth behavior. Like, look at this shit she's sending him. I want to wish you a good morning or evening to you in whatever time zone you're in right now. There is something I really wanted to say before and after coming to your Discord. And I just want to finally get this out of my chest. Ever since you released your video about hating Discord and joining in by your description, I got paranoid at first to talk with you and others. I'd assume you're always serious and critical of our stupidity, but actually, as soon as I joined in the voice chat, it was actually quite fun. I even tried participating in talking with the others, including you, asking questions, making jokes, and laughing off. I was kind of shaky, but you actually seem cool to talk to, and I'm pretty calm now. I've been watching your videos more than a year now, and I'm glad it's growing and getting good support. The point of typing this passage to you is that I wanted to thank you for helping me walk out of a bad society and actually opening my mind more. None of this would have happened because of you and some videos that you collabed with. It made me inspired to know others, including my family. Don't get me wrong, they helped me understand too throughout my troubles and my lessons. My family's Republican. They've helped me understand about fake news and what I should believe in. But this isn't the topic of why I'm typing this. Yeah? Uh-huh. My family is Republican, and they've helped me understand about fake news and what I should believe in. So to make this simple and help you understand, I want to thank you for being a good friend, and you're a great leader in Discord. I may be supportive to you, but that doesn't mean I'll be 100% fan just following your path in your future. I need to follow my own way and what my future will be like. More of a psychologist therapist to help their mental program or their depression or what they're going through. But I'm still learning through that. I can also see how you've been going through while YouTube and from the environment of people trusting you. Trust me, I've been there. I still have a few enemies in my middle and high school. I've been called racist and an untrustful slut. But it doesn't bother me that much. Mistakes happen, you know. You deserve better. I consider you as a good heart to friends. Hopefully someday I'll learn a bit more about you as well. So please, take this as support and care for yourself. So again, thank you for helping me change myself. You leaked this. You posted these messages yourself. You showed everyone that you were saying this shit. So, boo fucking who, you drew some titties at 17, and now you're gonna kill yourself. Okay, we get it. Yeah, that's what I said. I said that, Bug. They were in a group chat called So You Like Diddling Kids with 6 members, and they've been talking to Leo Convoy in the last week or so. So I see this as a total op. Like, that's all this comes off like. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like Kumo in that group chat or some shit, to be honest. Even when I became an adult and told him what he had done, He did not react whatsoever. He never blocked me or apologized for his actions. He still kept me around. I'm glad I can finally stay away from him. I now feel safer and free. How were you kept by this guy? Well, this guy didn't have you in his fucking basement. Get the grip. Yeah, so fucking nobody cares about this. Literally nobody cares. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Person who posted this should feel fucking ashamed. Super fucking ashamed of posting it. It's the most transparent, desperate. Oh, everyone's piling onto this guy. Oh, here's my grievance with him. Oh, he basically raped me. It's like so disgusting. It's such wretched fucking behavior. Pulling up some shit from 4 years ago to basically paint the guy as a pedophile because he talked to a 17-year-old. Actually, just fucking get offline, leave, straight up leave. This is me defending Jar, by the way. Also, I'm gonna AFK for 2 seconds before we get into the next segment. Okay, I just realized we had the TCR thing as well the other day. 1 minute. We need this for the segment too. Where is it? When did I come on? When did I come on? When was the TCR thing? Was it the day before? It was the day before. Yeah. Okay.
Telling the gore.
Sorry, so just adding on to the rape review, okay? Just adding on to the rape review there. TCR actually teased this, that creepy reading, just teased this the other day on Chuds. He came on to just talk shit about Jar, basically. Just cried about Jar for like 20 minutes, and it absolutely sucked. It was absolutely awful to watch. Insufferable. So I came on briefly and spoke to him. And so we spoke briefly about these allegations before they dropped. Okay, apparently they've been floating around in the background for a long while. So let's play that.
Videos he was reacting to, but he was not checking ID for it. He did check ID for the nudes and stuff, but if you give him $5, he will like fucking give you like children getting flayed and shit. Like he did not care. He had like a 14-year-old mod. So I like basically reported him to Patreon, and Patreon wanted nothing to do with that, and he lost his $10,000 meal ticket because he was making like 10 grand a month selling that shit.
Okay, I can confirm that at the time of drawing pornography for JustARobot, not even pornography, lewd images of Jaden Animations, a single lewd image of Jaden Animations, okay? At that time, Choco Latte was 17 and 6 months. We're canceling this guy for 6 months. Awesome.
And he's been like coming after me relentlessly for over a year now, because like he wants you to believe that I've been calling him like a pedo and stuff. Like he's like, oh, TCR called me a pedo, that's why I'm going after him. He's actually a pedo himself. That only reason why someone would have an issue with Gore is if they're a pedophile. If you don't like me, you're a pedophile. You know, fucking Lyrics is a pedophile, TCR's a pedophile, Lazy Bedhead's a pedophile, everyone's a pedophile. Fucking Tom, honestly, if he could get away calling Turkey Tom a pedophile, Turkey Tom would also be a pedophile. This guy calls everybody a pedophile, basically. That's his thing. He gets mad.
So this is a terrible, terrible start to the call-in. TCR just ranting about a bunch of shit no one cares about.
Never a mistake does anything wrong, and he and his wife are just a bunch of like sycophant grifters, basically. I've been living my best life though, you know. Like I don't fucking linger on Moth. Like it's still affecting my day to day, even as he's doing the gross shit that he's still doing to me. Just that, you know, there's not really much I can do unless the platforms themselves get involved, and Twitter's already banned him like fucking 9 times, but you know, we'll just make a new account. I think right now he's like off of that, but now he's making like TikToks and Instagram posts about me.
Okay, here we go.
TCR is this guy called ThatCreepyReading. He's got a pretty big YouTube channel, but for some reason he likes to spend his time, instead of making slop creepypasta reading videos, he likes to spend his free time going on other people's streams to talk about drama nobody gives a fuck about, hogging up 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes of time on any given appearance, just being the absolute worst waste of energy. And he thinks he has so much interesting shit to say. And people let him do it because he's got a lot of subs. These people let him do it, pay no... Look, there's no doubting this, okay? People see 351k subs, and they think, well, this guy's probably got something to say. This guy knows people. No, Chud shut him down in this conversation, after I came on. Chud shut him down in this conversation, but other people, I've seen him appear on those streams, and they just, he's been on here before, and I did the same thing. They give him the benefit of the doubt because he's got 351k subs. Surely this guy's connected. Surely this guy has some good info. He never does. He never, ever does. It's always a waste of time. He came on during the Mama Max shit. He was on Lyric's shit during the Plague Moth stuff. Fucking horrendous.
Yeah, I mean, that's giving you a good summary. So, what have you got to say about Jar? What's going on?
Dude, the lore, it gets so deep. I was already looking at the Cine Bear stuff before Jar got involved, which is kind of how he came into my periphery. Me and Jar have had issues in the past because I have debated him, believe it or not, on a channel called Queen Serafina. It's I think the video playlist is called Senate Super Slammers, and it has like the fucking thumbnail's hilarious because it's like it's got like the autism speaks logo in it. Like, we're both autistic, we're both dyslexic, and
wow,
big difference between me is that when I cover drama, I don't like get fucking canceled every couple of years.
Okay, so look, listen, you're clearly an autistic yapper. Okay, so let's cut to the chase here. With this Senate thing, that was some sort of like gay Discord debate thing with a bunch of art community degens. Is that right?
Pretty much. I basically went into a space that he was comfortable in, full of a group of his peers, so that I could criticize him in front of his friends, because I had so much faith in my arguments, that this guy basically gets shit wrong all the time. Like, he, in that debate, admitted that he has to delete 10% of just about every video because he gets shit wrong.
Rita, you should ask Beckett if you want to know where all the art people are, okay? But that is a good idea.
And this fucking Cine Bear shit, that isn't the first time he's defended a predator. That would be Tina.
Go on, sorry.
That would be Tina Fate 1.
Who? Sorry? Tina Fate 1?
Yes. Tina Fate 1 was a porn artist on Twitter who basically, he was a 19-year-old who was talking to a 17-year-old. Now, the age gap isn't what matters, but Jar will tell you differently. Tina Fate was pretending to be a woman who was catfishing someone who was in high school and trying to get nudes out of them. Basically saying like, hey, I'm a woman, I'm a lesbian, I think you're hot, I want to get nudes from you. That kind of thing. And he was using someone else's identity to trick this high schooler into giving him nudes. Now, that high schooler did actually lie about their age. You see, they were 16, not 17, but they were turning 17 in a few months. And Jar kind of took all this context, removed the part about the catfishing, and just made it about the age gap. And even when we confronted him in that debate about it, even with, like, he wouldn't admit it until fucking Leo Convoy came in and screamed at him.
Oh my God.
You know, as you fucking go.
Leo Convoy was involved too. What the fuck?
Yeah, Leo Convoy fucking yelled at him because, I mean...
We'll get to Leo Convoy soon. I watched some of his call with Jar. I really don't like these art commentary people, man. I really don't like them. These people are really, really performative and very fucking gay. It is just like, why? It is perpetual. Why do you care so much? Why do you care so much? Why are you so invested in this?
Say what you want about Leo. He's definitely not the most reputable person on the internet, but let me tell you, he knows how to yell at people. And he held Jar's feet to the fire, and then after the fact, Jar was like, yeah, I really didn't change my opinion on Tina Fate.
Yeah, they're all losers, desperate to be better than each other, but they are all like bottom rung of society. Leo Convoy is a fat furry who sits there making Gunpla all day. Kumo is a schizophrenic 19-year-old, refused from military service. He thinks he's a high-level manipulator, but fell at the first hurdle. You're like all the bottom rung. You are the absolute bottom rung. It's crazy.
Because I was just saying shit because I was getting yelled at. And honestly, okay. I think that's what he did to you. He just said shit because I don't really think he's fucking learned from any of this stuff because, you know, Jar has been made aware that him not reviewing chat logs, him not scripting out videos, all this stuff, he's been getting criticized for this for like years now. Years. And whenever you criticize him, he goes behind your back. He like fucking tries to get people to disconnect with you. One time he like got into a call with one of my mutuals to try to and basically just told him that I'm an untrustworthy piece of shit because I called him out over the Tina Fate stuff.
Okay,
like,
aside from your interpersonal shit, what have you got of interest? Come on.
Why can't I watch Fish Tank full episodes? Aren't they on YouTube, dude? What do you mean?
Give me the fucking meat and potatoes here. What's going on?
Oh no, me and Jar have like been at, you know, I've had my issues with Jar probably for a good 3 or 4 years now, and I have a personal thing where I don't like to talk or like cover people that I've personally interacted with, so that's why I've never made a video on them. It's a good rule not to intermix personal stuff with that. But that kind of fucking changes, you know, when the guy starts defending a groomer. I'm friends with a controversial internet figure called you've heard of Daft Pina, right?
No.
Okay, he's like a former art commentary dude who got hardcore like in trouble over some of the
just
drama.
To cut you off, is this all like autistic art drama? I don't
ain't nobody give a fuck.
Like, what have you got for me? What have you got to bring me here? You've come on stream. What do you want to talk about that isn't fucking autistic? I don't care. I don't know who any of these people are.
So, did you know that Jar makes his videos on a combination of Coke, Adderall, and magic mushrooms?
Okay.
Dude, the autism laugh is crazy. The crazy autism laugh there. That's insane.
Videos on a combination of Coke, Adderall, and magic mushrooms.
Okay.
Just like it does drugs. Yep. Just like who hasn't operated their social media on the combination of Coke, Adderall, and magic mushrooms?
Sounds pretty crazy, dude. Whoa. Tell me more.
Let me get a screenshot because he admitted to it in the Senate server. Where do you want me to post this? You want me to just send it to you, or is there a room
send it to me. I'll put it in the stream chat just above the voice channels.
So
these are pictures of that creepy reading. Oh my god, he looks.
Sorry, I didn't necessarily prepare myself, so if I'm not presenting myself in the best light, I apologize.
No, it's fine. No, I appreciate you're excited about this and Jar's getting shit on. I just have, you know, I'm not interested in all these fucking autistic dramas that have happened.
No, I'm not interested in fucking recanting it unless I'm not interested in fucking talking about it unless if I, you know, have a good reason to. I'm not fucking invested in this like other or not invested in that. Like,
what have you got here? I do a lot of drugs. It took me time to get off cock. I'm presuming he means coke. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And I didn't even do it that much. He's full of shit. Okay.
According to Leo Convoy, one of his best friends.
Okay, Jar did coke. All right, man. Big whoop. Okay.
Or former best friends. One time he tried to get Leo to use the white pages to find a phone number. And Leo did try to do that. The phone number turned out to be fake. And it turns out Jar wanted Leo to find a coke dealer who had stiffed him so he could go demand more coke.
Okay.
Sounds epic.
Right.
There's a reason why his videos don't come out right. It's because this dude's perception of reality is completely fucking warped.
Sure, but I mean, you know.
Sorry, so Jar is really fucking cool. That's the allegation here. Okay, cool, man. Thank you.
Obviously, the message you showed me, it doesn't kind of say that he's definitely on, you know, you're talking about he's doing these videos on drugs.
Yes. He routinely talks about how so I only got the screenshot, but I also have been talking with Leo and a few of his personal friends who say that this guy does just do a shitload of drugs all the time and that he's always on like some combination of stuff. Even in the Cine call, I think he admitted to doing a bunch of Adderall so he could stay up. This is just something that he casually mentions.
Right. Yeah.
I
got to be real with you. Okay?
Yeah.
This guy's banged to rights on cozying up to a pedo and then like defending them. I mean, the fact he does cocaine is fairly trivial to me. I just don't really care that much.
Yeah, there's probably a reason why he's defending. I don't think Jar realizes that asking for softcore porn from minors is like a problem. He's done that himself, apparently.
Oh, so just like Cine Bear. He's just like Cine Bear, right, guys?
Yeah, there's probably a reason why he's defending. I don't think Jar realizes that asking for softcore porn from minors is like a problem. He's done that himself, apparently.
Okay, wait, what? You better have some fucking evidence for this, bro. What are you on about?
Yeah, I called him yesterday.
Okay. What?
And
Just
he admitted to it. Yeah, and he admitted to it.
Huh?
It's just it's just like Cinny Bear,
I can give you the call. But yeah, JustARobot admitted to it. This is going to be stuff that's coming down the pipeline. I don't know if I have permission to share the screenshots, but these screenshots of the chat logs, I have seen for myself. Long story short, from the context that was given with the screenshots, because most of the talking was done apparently in a voice call, but Jar was in a voice call on his server, and he's like, hey, I want to get Jaden Animations porn, or if someone draws Jaden Animations sexy for me, I'll give them the art roll. And
now you're talking, mate.
Person...
Now you're talking. There we go. Okay. But
yeah.
So what proof have you got? Like, you got screenshots to back this up, is that right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and Jaden Animations. Wait, hang on a sec. You said about an underage aspect, or did I misunderstand?
The person was 17 when.
So did someone say 17?
The person drew the artwork,
the girl was
and
17.
Jar was asking for this artwork not only from his fans, but in a server that was an 18+ of artwork from someone who was quite literally a YouTuber.
10 minutes to say that he asked a 17-year-old for a comic, dude. No fucking way.
What are you doing here, Kuihman?
10 minutes to get to. That's fucking crazy, bro. I can't, and you frame it as asking a minor, like it's the same as Cinny Bear's situation. They're 17, bro. Who gives a fuck?
Well, okay, dude. Wow.
There's a lot of reasons to give a fuck. Maybe don't be asking your fans like for pornography.
Does Jar have fans? Is this not just some retard in a Discord? Is this really a fan in the way that we think of like a Minecraft YouTuber preying on one of their child fans? No, it's not. Is it retard? Show me that. Show me that. Show me the whole fucking manipulation that's happened here. If he just says in a Discord, draw Jaden Animation sexy, and some 17-year-old draws Jaden Animation sexy, that's not fucking grooming, dude. And that's not even anywhere near as bad as Cindy did.
When the fuck did I say grooming?
Not even remotely comparable. Not even comparable.
I'm not calling Jar a groomer, buddy. Where did I say that? Like,
I'm saying it's not even remotely comparable to Cinny. You were saying he did it as well.
I wasn't comparing it to Cinny.
Yes, you were. You said he did it too. You said he did it too. That's what you started us off with. That was the whole point. It's not even remotely comparable. Asking us openly in a Discord, someone draw this, and then a 17-year-old draws it. Was it even explicit? Was it explicit?
Originally, the request was explicit, but then he changed it to.
Okay.
I can't get a word in, dude. Like, do you want me to talk about this, or do you want to let this guy scream at me?
Yeah, come on, Kuihman. Listen, mate. Here's the thing I want to say. Okay. Like
I haven't even given the full context, but sure, man. I guess he did nothing wrong.
Well, I just think...
feel free, post the evidence. But right now, it's you sitting here framing it as though he did the same thing as Cinny, and then you say, "Oh no, actually, he just asked in a Discord for someone to draw something, and that 17-year-old did it."
Okay, number one, do not ask your fans for free art.
So nothing else. All right, I'll see you later.
No, yeah, get the fuck out.
Do not. Number one, do not ask your fans for free art. I'll pass, man. Thank you. I'm good.
I'm sorry, because I feel like that there is a multifaceted reason why this is not okay, other than just grooming. I don't necessarily think that it's grooming. I think it's negligence. Kind of like, giving cigarettes to an 18-year-old. You shouldn't be in your...
Kind of like giving cigarettes to someone who can smoke, who can go buy them themselves.
Public server, asking for art of a children's, animation storytime YouTuber, and not making one.
Listen, I've got to keep it real with you here. I mean, without seeing the logs and stuff. I mean, it's for me, I'm like, oh, JustARobot was asking for some fucking animation character that sounds totally deranged and degenerate and hilarious. But the way you framed it is that like it is like Cinny Bear. So if you want to make a claim that it's some serious thing that's happened here, it's like, well, I need to see the logs. I don't fucking know you from fucking Larry. So why would I just take your word for it, right? Like, if you're going to do something, put the fucking logs out and then we can see what it says. And if he's being, like Cinny Bear and getting this kind of artwork, then that's bad. But unless it is the same level of like going to a minor and stuff, I don't know. It just seems like you're kind of overselling it a bit, to be honest.
Let me change some of my wording here, because I'm not trying to say it's as bad as Cinny Bear, because Cinny Bear was like grooming a kid, trying to get that kid to read like fucking porn for him. That's not what Jar's doing. Jar just wants to get off and doesn't necessarily care who he gets it from. He's like, he's got that Coomer brain that he's just like, oh yeah, fans, please draw me porn. Draw me porn to this person who quite literally doesn't want porn drawn of them. So
Sure. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, you know, I'll base my opinion on when I look at the logs.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna do some censoring for the chat because I don't necessarily want the person who release these to you know, out themselves unless if they want to tell their story. But I will give you the I also have a phone call with Jar where he does admit to doing this.
Okay. Listen. Okay, don't rush through this now. Okay, you've told us about it. Kuihman obviously was not impressed. I didn't invite him in. He just joined of his own accord to say all that.
Yeah, it's so true. This don't draw porn of Jaden makes me fucking ill. Who gonna stop me? Who gonna stop me? It's that simple, right? I will be drawing your avatar getting power drive fucked by a gang of 6 BBCs, okay? You will be getting your avatar will be getting BBC gangbanged, Jaden Animations.
And obviously, you can assess it when it's out and have a look at it properly, you know?
Right. No. I mean, like, it's like 3 screenshots. It's very easy.
Okay.
But
I mean, is that the main thing you want to say about this dude? Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much that. I think that this is a pattern of behavior that Jar, when it comes to the Cine stuff, the reason why he was so sympathetic to them is because they don't necessarily understand that, like, softcore porn and stuff like that with minors is, like, bad, you know? And, like, so that's the screenshot 1. This was when they were in a call and Jar was asking for it, and this is the DM conversation.
The chat was crazy.
As you can see, Jar even linked a Google search for Jaden Animations porn. He didn't ask this person for their age at the time. He didn't know. All right, don't get those wires crossed, because that is not a fucking claim that I am necessarily trying to make here. Jar is not Cine. He's just a incredibly negligent YouTuber.
Sure. So, but here's the thing, right? To me, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I'm just going to block it out just to be on the safe side. But, you know,
yeah, he did claim that Jar knew the age, and this document claims that Jar knew the age too.
But I'm thinking, like, this just looks like something that I can have, like, a laugh at. It's, like, absurd of how ridiculous this is. And it hits a lot better than trying to frame it the way that you did originally. That's all. But let me think this up real quick. So, hang on a sec. Okay. So JustARobot sends a message that says, it's a Google search, Jaden Animations porn. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right, okay. And this person sends the image back. I hope to God this is worth it, but have fun, Jar. And it's the character lifting their top up to reveal their bra. Right?
Yeah. Apparently Jar, according to the story, apparently Jar wanted like something more, but then he was like alerted that the person was a minor, so he changed the request to something less risque in the voice call.
And he said, that's hot. I mean, look, it's not like a fucking slam dunk. This is more comedic than anything else to me.
Yeah. No, it's not necessarily slam dunk. It's not. I didn't mean to come in here looking like I'm like the second Cine hit the towers. I apologize about that.
I mean, it's just, you know, it's comedic, but I don't know. Like, it's, yeah. Okay.
I've got this second screenshot coming where this person kind of fronts Jar a bit.
And how old is this person that he's talking to? The person with the red?
I think he's like 21 currently.
And you're saying there was 17 at the time, is that right? Yeah.
And there's a text with Jar where he kind of admits that.
Okay.
Ah, God, I'm doing my quick shitty censor job just because, again,
wow,
this person, they came out about this in a Discord I'm in, and quite frankly, I think it's like completely irresponsible. You know, I was one of the people that criticized Pro.
So, oh my God, it's completely irresponsible. This guy was completely irresponsible 4 years ago. He asked someone who was 17 and a half years old to draw Jaden Animations in a bra.
Jared, just because I don't think it's acceptable
True,
to
we need
ask
to
for
stop
like
this
nudes
menace
and sexual favors and stuff like that from your audience. And this was happening in Jar's fan server. So when I say it's Jar's fans, I mean Jar was doing this in his like own server with his like audience and was like offering roles and stuff to do this.
You think he's reading the chat? Yeah, 100%. 100%. This guy's totally fried. I think it just totally fucked him up. Me going in there, pressing him, and then just the whole chat being just absolutely fucking slating him for the whole rest of the time he's trying to explain it. Yeah, I think this guy was reading the chat.
You got some sort of personal grudge with this guy, and you're using like what's happening as an opportunity to get this all out there. Is that about right?
Personal grudge? I would say that, yeah, I do have an issue with him, but I do also feel like...
I mean, you know, you're bringing up fucking, like... I don't know, dude. Like, this is obviously... You're talking about some debate you had with him in the Senate. I don't know. It just seems like you got a personal thing with this dude.
I'm a little overwhelmed because there's a shitload of things I've been through with this guy, and it's all, like, hitting me at the exact same time, and it's very hard for me to like keep a consistent through line. I've been trying to get this guy to like take some actual respect with the content that he makes and not fuck up these situations, and he keeps doing it, and this is just kind of the final straw for me. Yeah, I'm really fucking fed up with this because I've been telling him that if he keeps fucking it up and not doing the research and not reading these chat logs and shit, that he's going to end up defending another groomer. And here we are, where he's defended another groomer. Well, I don't think Tina was a groomer, but still catfishing a minor is wrong, but he couldn't fucking see the problem with that. Here's the second screenshot where Jar is explicitly told that he was, you know, thanks, OMG, you made porn a Jaden for me. Yeah, I was 17 at the time.
And?
Okay.
And he tried to tell me that in the voice call, he tried to tell me that he didn't really want porn and he didn't know if he even asked for it. But it's like the guy sent a Google search to someone who he didn't verify was over the age of 18 trying to get lewd artwork. I mean, like, there was fucking Nolan from the Pizza Party podcast who, like, made art of his characters, like, wrapped up in blankets or something. Like, safe for work images, but ultimately for his sexual gratification, and that guy got canceled way harder.
Shut up! Nobody cares. Why are you bringing up random other dramas? Analyze this on its own merits. I fucking hate that. Appealing to the standard that's been set by group cancellation on previous people. Nobody gives a fuck. Be your own fucking person. Have your own brain. Have your own independent brain. Why is your standard... Oh, well, this guy got cancelled 3 years ago, so we have to cancel this guy now. How about you engage critical thought, analyze the evidence that's in front of you, and decide, did this guy do anything wrong on its own merits, in isolation, as an individual event? But these fucking speds, all they know is how to mirror the people around them, the people they see as more competent around them. So they just go with like, what? Well, there was a popular narrative about this 1 years ago, so surely that applies here, right? If you think this is a bad thing, then you should be able to justify it. You should be able to clearly say, well, here's why I think it's wrong. Here's the harm. Like, it's very simple.
Did JustARobot know the guy's age at the time it happened?
He didn't, but he also wasn't in an 18+ server asking for porn.
Right. Okay. I mean, the story just gets less and less egregious as it goes on.
I didn't mean to paint it as like the end of the world.
I mean, listen, look, I thought Kuihman was being quite rude. Yeah, but he did, right? I mean, what the fuck, dude? It's like nowhere close. And obviously, it's probably, you know, a bit weird and funny to laugh at. But like this idea is like anywhere close is absurd.
I just, again, my issues with him, and I guess from my perspective, has always been his work ethic and his inability to like think things through. And this is kind of another example of that. And I think that when he was the point that I wanted to do when I came into the call, would just point out that, you know, Jar, you know, he goes like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, you know, he's been made aware of these issues for years now, like explicitly to his face by not only his friends, me, but other people. And this is just kind of examples of him being completely negligent. And it's not like damning on its own, but when you take it as a picture, it kind of paints something.
Okay. Yeah, wow. I mean,
I didn't mean to come in here like the end.
Wait a second. You're calling JustARobot negligent. You've come in here and without, you know, just a bit of quest talking, you're claiming that he's done something tantamount to what Cinebear did, and that's just not true.
I'm not. I wasn't trying to do that, and I will take ownership that it may have been that I may have like hopped into this call without necessarily having my ducks in a row. And I do apologize about that.
Okay. It's fine.
Yeah,
like,
no,
listen, it's just annoying. It's very annoying.
Okay, that's
I'm no skin off my nose, and that, you know, I'm not the one saying this shit. But like, you're coming in and fucking saying crazy shit, and I'm like, what's going on? And it's nowhere near as bad as you first present it.
Right. No. I'm sorry about that. I fucked up. Anyway.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Is there anything else?
How do I make money?
Well, is there anything else? And was this the main thing you had to talk about with this guy?
Yeah, if you want, I could give you the phone call that I had with Jar. I don't know if it's going to release anything
listen.
new.
No, sure. Listen, I'm looking for more Jar content. So if you've got like a call to listen to, I'll happily take it and give it a listen. Tomorrow, probably, I'll listen to it.
Okay, cool. Let me, I got to talk with a few people, but I will be giving this call out. It will be public. And I just figured that that's just some information for the world to give context and stuff like that.
Man. Thank you. Thank you, TCR.
Most of the city stuff is kind of in the middle, and the new stuff is kind of at the end. And then the beginning just kind of goes over some of the Zayd stuff. But that's more autistic ACC stuff. Anyway, that's my call-in.
Thanks for coming.
That's the context I wanted to give. Sorry that I made an ass of myself. Have a good one.
Okay, bye-bye. God, he got a very icy reception from you guys.
Does this guy do the corpse husband voice for his real videos? Does he sound like that in them? I don't know. Probably does the voice, right?
Alright, the servers are officially.
Sometimes all it takes a year or more will receive everything you see on screen.
Possess a driver with a passenger in their car.
Where's the other guy? Where's this guy?
Although this is edited.
Ever want about you for just a couple of dollars. Luckily with Aura, you don't need to focus on any of that. They'll be right there, ready to combat it as soon.
Irene had killed Martha. Julia attempts to
game. Eastern Mind has a heavy.
Are these even his videos or are these other people?